Okay, hey, welcome back, everybody. I've been revisiting the book over and over again because I've got to get all the problems out. And there's a few technical problems. I think I'm up to 20 now, but they're all been hammered out. This one's a particular vexing issue because right here, the picture looks pixelated at parts, especially around the eyes. But when I go back and try to reprint the picture to see if there's anything wrong with it, it doesn't fail. It looks great every single time. And that's proving to be frustrating because I'm trying to get the book perfect, and if I can't replicate a problem, I can't fix the problem. So it just might be something with their printer. So the plan right now is I'm waiting for David Donahue over at Eton Games over here in Humble. He has a channel where he is going to broadcast a review of the book. I'll let you know when that happens. I'm waiting for a phone call from him. He's talking to some people with the North Texas RPG Con, and you guys know who you are, about getting a game set up because I don't have the equipment to stream an actual game, and I don't really know anybody in Houston that does that I can still work with. So while I'm waiting for that, I thought maybe I can walk people through making a character, a Mystaran character for 5th edition, just to show you what some of the different options you can take are. And I decided to take the one piece of art that gave me the most trouble, which was the naked Maori lady there. Which is funny because when we got the art and we started working on the Atoa Makai, I had some people that were giving me advice, talking about, well, you got to be careful with, dealing with Polynesian cultures because you might offend them. Meanwhile, I've got several of my Polynesian friends, and I don't know why I have so many Polynesian friends. I guess I'm a likable guy, handing me fully comprehensive guides to the history of Tonga and Samoa and Saipan and Fiji and Tahiti and New Zealand and Australia. So I listened to Jack and Tavita and Lisa and Tina and Rosamund and Teresa and all the rest and just went with it anyways. So it's a pretty. Tomakai is a human fighter archetype. It's a light armored fighter. You get their main ability is the Haka, which is I'll explain that in a bit. So we started off. Obviously, it's a human because you have to be a Makai, which is a Irendi Islander. God, I got that light right on her. So rolled up the stats ahead of time. My dog watched 16, 15, 2 13s, and 2 11s. Nothing to write home about, but not bad. You pick a background. The background was Dro or a caravan traveler, which I mean backgrounds are kind of dull. You know, oh look, it's background traveler. All it does is give you land wagon, vehicle, animal handling, and perception. So nothing there. Alternate human, so +1 to strength, +1 to dexterity or constitution. So get into the okay. So skip ahead. All right. Her starting feat is great fighting because she's going to be a club fighter because the Makai are all about this. You can't read my handwriting anyway, so I'll put it over here to the naked chick. Uh, so great weapon fighting because they're all about simple weapons, and she's going to go with a great club. All right, so you got the great weapon fighting at first level. That's your feat. You get your second wind. You get your great weapon master. That's her fighting style. Let me move this over so I get that light out. No, she likes that light right there. Wow. Okay. See if I move it over here. Come on, it follows with her. Wow. Okay, I guess that's God censoring the image. Okay. I guess the preacher back in Sunday school was right. All right. Okay, so we skipped to third level, and that's when you get your Haka. What the Haka is, it's an action once per combat. You can activate your Haka, and you have multiple different types of songs that you can perform. You pick one, and you can use a bonus action to add a second. It lasts for 1 minute, so fight quick. At the first Hakas you can choose from. Jack's gonna kill me because I can't read it. I can't pronounce the words he gave me. Akati. You can increase the damage type of all simple melee weapons by 1. So her great club goes from a D8 to a D10. Tipatu, she can have ranged attacks at having disadvantage. And Toto, which bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons are reduced by 3. Okay, pretty simple. So she's going to pick one, and she's going to use a bonus action to get her second one. Because she has to use an action, she's going to skip around when the fight starts. And one of the advantages of the Haka is when you start the Haka, you have to be wearing no armor or light armor, but you add your con to your armor class. So it kind of becomes a temporary uh, unarmored combat. So she's probably going to raise the die type from a D8 to a D10. If somebody's shooting bows at her, use a bonus action to get ranged attacks against her have disadvantage. And if nobody's shooting bows at you, then take the -3 damage resistance. So skipping ahead, level 4 gives the is an ability score increase. Just raise Constitution up or something. And that was actually something I was thinking about because I was trying to figure out how to fix the one problem with 5th edition I've always had, which the skills are static. Once you got your skills at first level, they're pretty set. You can't get any more unless you do something really strange or like take the feat that nobody likes. And I thought about an idea with the rule cyclopedia. I mean, skills aren't that overwhelming in 5th edition. So every time you get a ability score increase, no matter whether you pick a feat or whether you pick a stat increase, give them a new skill. Let them pick any skill they want. They now have proficiency in that skill, so the characters are learning. I mean, a fighter at best would get 5 more skills in that. That's not overwhelming, but the characters grow. I think I'm going to make it a house rule from now on. All right, enough of that. So skipping ahead, you get your extra attack at the next level. Then you get to your 7th level. That's a Taimoko. Tamoko? Jack, work with me here. Okay, this makes you immune to fear. You are not going to run away no matter what. This gives you 2 more Hakas you can choose from. Hahiri, which is if you have a simple weapon that you're attacking with, it's counted as magical. Doesn't give any bonuses, but you can still smack a vampire with your club and wipe that smile right off his face. And Koriwehi can't be stunned, charmed, and have resistance to psychic damage. So if somebody wants to throw a brain collector at you, you got a way to handle it. All right, so skipping ahead, let me see. That's level 7. Yeah, you take the charger. Later on, taking the charger feat, make her faster. She gets indomitable. Going to level 10. Now you can apply Haka to your allies, and that is when you activate your Haka, all your allies until the end of your turn get to use the one you pick to start with. And the Haka abilities at level 10 you can add to. If you take damage as a reaction, you can spend a hit die to heal. And Kori, you gain temporary hit points equal to your con modifier and your proficiency bonus. So it's all about kind of sustaining and lots of healing, and you get more hit points at level 10. All right, so what do we got? More attacks. You gain mobile. So you get mobile and dash or charger, and then you're just running all over the place hitting people. You get level 15. You get the War Song. And the War Song, you can start your Haka without spending an action. As your combat starts, you say, I'm starting the Haka. And you have 10 rounds of beating on people before your song wears off. And you get the Waimari, you get proficiency in all saving throws, and you get Rapakai. You ignore enemies' resistances when attacking. So if you're fighting barbarians and they start raging all over the place, yeah, you can smack them pretty hard because you ignore resistance. You don't ignore immunity, you just ignore resistance. And then skipping down, you get your War Song. Okay, so level 18, you get Skull Crusher. And what Skull Crusher does, on a critical hit, you do maximum damage. You can use 2 Haka effects when you start the Haka in addition to the bonus effects. And this is when you get the nasty stuff. Te Pakora, you score a critical hit on an 18, 19, or a 20. And Mate, you roll an additional die of damage with simple weapons. So she becomes pretty nasty. Level 18, she better be pretty nasty. She gets, her great club is rolling 2D with, you do Mate and Teakati. You're doing 2D20 or 2D10 points of damage on every hit. And if you have the one that gives them a critical hit, you're hitting on an 18, 19, or 20. And when you critically hit, you automatically do maximum damage. So, yeah, your armor class is going to suck for a while, but I think around level 14 you start matching up with everybody else. You just got to, win quick. And that's an example of the fighter archetype. I'm just trying to stay busy while I'm waiting for the people to come back to me on talking about the book. The feedback on the book has been staggeringly positive. I've gotten thousands of people asking me about it. Haven't talked to anybody about Wizards, but I'm trying to, again, I'm doing the Keith Baker thing by trying to get people playing, and I need to get some, I need to get some games going so people can play and show other people why they like it. And that's the only way it's going to come out, because this is, this is one of the granddaddies. This is 1981. This is the second oldest setting, and they haven't done anything with it since '95. Everything's about Forgotten Realms. This has more. Yeah, yeah. Black Pants Legion. Yep, I'm working on it. Tex is helping me. Like people forget Mystara has more video games than anybody other than Forgotten Realms. We had 15 years of a print run, and people don't know about it because Wizards doesn't talk about anything except for Forgotten Realms. You get a brief mention of Ravenloft. Oh, Eberron's back, but we got Ravnica before we got Spelljammer. Or not Spelljammer, but Planescape. Unfortunately for Spelljammer, everybody remembers it fondly until they actually play it again. So I will try to keep up, try to get more people interested, try to get the right people talking, and that's what seems to be the way you get Wizards to listen to you, is to get the right people talking about your game. It's celebrities. It's all about the celebrity right now. We're having a boom, but we got to get the right people talking about it. All right, so that's the Tobo Makai. Just an example of a Mystara character. I try to make these things as unique as possible. So, light armored fighter. That doesn't really work well in 5th edition, but I think I did a pretty damn good job. So I'll talk to you guys later, and maybe I'll do another one of these if you guys liked it. All right, peace out.